have today off for MLK Day. So sometimes we get more people tuning in, sometimes we get less. We will just see. But I'm excited to spend a little time today talking about what actually makes a plan stick. And I've got to say that in the last week, I've had a lot of conversations. And in a lot of those conversations, people have shared things like, well, the start of 2026 didn't quite go as planned, or I had these big goals and honestly, I haven't even started, right? Or I really was going to do this and then I came down with a cold, or then something happened with my kids, or then I was caring for my mother who got sick, right? Like there's just life happens. Life happens all the time. So I had planned this episode for today a little bit further in advance. And when it came down to actually prepping for it, I was like, well, this is right on time because the data shows that most sales plans fail in the first 3 weeks. And here we are rolling in to the third week of January. So I want to talk a little bit about what you can do if maybe you're feeling a little discouraged, if you're feeling a little off track, or if you're feeling like you haven't even gotten started yet this year and you are ready to roll, but also now feeling a little overwhelmed because you're feeling a little bit behind and you have big goals in front of you. So that was a lot. But that's kind of a summary of many of the conversations I've had over the last week. So if you can relate to that, drop a comment below. Give me like one word that describes, these first 19 days of January for you. What has it felt like here in 2026? Are you on track? Are you off track? Are you needing support? Are you needing encouragement? Are things going as planned? Or are we in a position that maybe we are recalibrating the plan, which is perfectly fine. So before I dive into that, if we have not yet met, Becky Launder, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller. I am live every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern with a money-making tip to help you grow your direct sales biz faster. I love putting these together for each of you, and it's so fun when topics line up with exactly how people are feeling in the moment. So I'd love to hear that. I'd also love to hear your business and where you are tuning in from. So let's get to it. So if you're feeling maybe a little off track from what you originally anticipated here going into January, I want to give you permission to allow January to start now. Allow 2026 to start now. These first couple weeks, we needed to ease in, and that is perfectly okay. It is totally okay to say we're going to start now. What I don't want you to do is say, I'm going to wait until February. We're not going to wait till February. We're going to start now and get really, really laser focused on that plan. And like I said, if you've created a plan already and you feel like you can't keep up with that plan or you're off track from the plan, we're 3 weeks into the year. So this is a great opportunity to reevaluate. Let's take a good hard look at that, right? Why are we not following the plan? Why has it not been a priority? And there are a million valid excuses for that. But I think there's also just the reality of life happens, and sometimes we get thrown off track. So if we haven't created room in our plan to navigate the curveballs that life is throwing at us, it's really hard to execute that plan, and we're gonna constantly feel behind. So this is permission to grab your favorite erasable pen. Mine are friction erasable pens with the cute Modern Direct Seller logo. Or grab your pencil or throw away the piece of paper and print out a new one and go back to your 90-day plan. So the 90-day plan is something we talked about at the end of last year. We did in our 2026 planning workshops. But if you didn't get a chance to do it at all, or you need a fresh copy of it, you can go grab it at moderndirectseller.com/90. That's going to help you identify what your big goal is and then break it down by month and then break it down by week. And the copy that you're going to find over on that link is undated. So you can start your year or your month today. That is perfectly okay, right? So once we have a fresh, realistic plan that we can follow, then we need to make it a priority. And I think a lot of this has to do with time management. And I know that sometimes it is hard to add something to your list if it's something you've never done before, or if it's something that frankly you just don't have time for. So there may be some things you need to let go of or cross off your list in order to move up your sales plan in priority, right? So this would be your opportunity to take a good hard look at your calendar. I know for me, I have 2 travel trips coming up in the next couple of weeks. So there's a lot going on. There are things in January that I really want to accomplish, but there's a couple that are going to have to get pushed off into February because I have some travel coming up. Or there's a couple things that I'm actually planning on doing while I have peace and quiet on an airplane ride. So as you're looking at what you've set out to do for the month, for the quarter, think about where that fits in. And this may require you to get up 20 minutes earlier, or carve out some time after your day job, or sneak away on a lunch break and commit to sending those 3 messages out that you want to get done that day. Or maybe it's grabbing a couple hour block of time on a Saturday morning and letting your family know that that is dedicated time for you to work on moving these plans forward. But you control your calendar, and I always say that if it's not on the calendar, it's probably not happening. We live by that at our house, and Jeremy plans something. If it's not on the calendar, I don't know about it. It's not happening, right? So we got to put things on the calendar if we're going to make them a priority. The other thing I would look at in your sales plan is, did you set a goal that requires like 87 different moving pieces? Or is there really a goal, but within that goal, there's like multiple things that you have to accomplish before you can even start working towards that goal? This is a great reminder to simplify, right? Simplify. Let's just focus on that one thing today that's going to move your business forward. If you could just do that for each day, I'm going to take one piece of this plan and I'm going to work on it today, even if it's just for 5 minutes, or even if it's just for 15 minutes, and I'm going to move things forward. So some examples of that I've heard lately in the conversations I've had, I chatted with somebody that was like, I'd love to do the 3 that I talk about, right? So talking to 3 current customers, 3 future customers, 3 people you'd love to have on your team. But the reality is I'm having trouble getting all of that done. So I'm just going to do 6 per day. Perfect. Do 6. Or I know that I just started a full-time job and I know I need to follow up with some people on social and really dive into that social selling, but I don't have the same time that I used to. So my plan is to send 5 voice memos each day while I'm on a walk. Okay, that feels really manageable. Even for me, I set out this year saying, all right, I just launched my BeckyLaunder.com website. I'm feeling really excited about that. And I'm going to push out a blog post and an email each and every week. Well, it's week 3 and I'm a week behind already. So that's where you pivot and you reevaluate and you say, okay, maybe that was not a realistic goal with what I have on my plate today. I'm going to scale that back and do a blog post and an email every other week. That feels more manageable for me. So this is permission to erase, permission to scratch things, permission to let things go. But the better you can get about getting clear on what your priorities are and where they fit on your calendar, the more likely it is that you're going to hit those goals that you've laid out in your sales plan. So as a reminder, that consistency in your business is huge. So if you can just pick one thing, one sales activity, one area of focus each day, and then consider everything else icing on the cake, you're going to continue to move things forward. So consistency breeds momentum. And it's not always the most glamorous, but it's one of those things that does add up over time. So make sure your plan is supporting your life, not punishing you or pushing you in ways that you don't want to go. So permission to edit, permission to change, permission to reevaluate your goals. But no matter what, we got to have some forward momentum. We're not going to wait till February. This is the time to get going and get moving in that direction right now. So with that said, a friendly reminder that we have something really big happening on Wednesday. I'm super excited for this and I would love to invite you to tune in. We are having a workshop in partnership with Oh My High all around why every direct seller, every social seller, every network marketer needs a website and how that platform is going to support you as you're out there living your life, having those sales and leads come in the background. So definitely check that out. You can get registered by commenting the word workshop below, and I will send you a direct link to pop in and check it out. It's totally free. And the best part is we're giving away a free website. So if you want to win a free website, make sure you get yourself registered for that. Really looking forward to that. And Party Like It's 2026 has officially kicked off inside the Modern Direct Seller Academy today. And you guys, it is better than ever. So there are no Facebook groups required. We are running this primarily off of social, but we're giving you 5 sales strategies that are going to replace running Facebook parties in groups like maybe you always have done. They are long gone in the past. We are moving forward with fresh new strategies and actually meeting our customers where they're at in the way that they like to shop. So I hope you'll check it out. There is a special promo. You can sneak into the Academy for just $15 to check out Party Like It's 2026. We would love to see you on the inside. So no matter where you're at today, if you're taking the day off of your day job, if you're at home, if you're at work, if you're multitasking, carve out a little bit of time to grab that 90-day plan or create the plan and make sure that it fits into alignment with everything you have going on in your life and your business right now. And then pick one thing that's going to move your business forward today. All right. With that said, I hope you guys have a great week. I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, everyone.